Anika stared at her phone for the 5th time that morning. Another missed call. Same number. Unknown. Yet strangely familiar. At first, she just ignored it. Probably a wrong number, she told herself. But when it rang again, this time at exactly 10:10 a.m., just like all the previous calls, her stomach tightened into a knot. This time, she answered. Hello? There was a long silence on the other end, and then a shaky voice whispered, Anika, don't go today. Her heart jumped into her throat. Because the voice, it sounded exactly like hers. Who is this? Anika asked, her throat suddenly dry. The voice on the other end trembled. It's you. From the future. I know you won't believe me, but please, just don't step out of the house today. Anika froze. This has to be some kind of prank, she said, trying to force a calmness into her voice that she didn't feel. A soft sob came through the phone. I wish it was. At 11:03 a.m., something terrible is going to happen. And I can't stop it unless you do. Just stay home. Please. And then, the call disconnected. Anika stared at her own reflection in the dark phone screen. It was the same voice. The same tone and the same fear. Her bag was already packed by the door. She had to leave for an important interview, her dream job, the one she'd worked so hard for. But her hands refused to move. The clock on the wall ticked loudly. 10:40 a.m. Her mind was screaming at her. It's impossible. But her heart whispered back, what if it isn't? She sank onto the couch, frozen, listening to her own heartbeat drumming in her ears as the minutes dragged by. And then, at exactly 11:03 a.m., the whole building shook. A deafening crash echoed from the street outside. Anika ran to the window. Down below, a massive accident had just happened right at the junction she walks through every single day. A huge truck had jumped the divider, crushing everything in its path. Her legs went weak. Her hands trembled. That was her route. That was where she would have been. Her phone buzzed again. Same number. She answered slowly, her hand shaking. This time, the voice was calmer. Softer, thank you. For listening. The call ended. Anika slid down to the floor, a wave of disbelief and overwhelming relief washing over her. She didn't know how her future self had called her. She didn't know if it would ever happen again. But she knew one thing for certain sometimes. The universe sends us warnings. And sometimes, those warnings come from ourselves.